Hello everyone and welcome back to Court Farm, where in the last episode we did cut the alfalfa and we windrowed half the field pretty much, well not technically half, but we windrowed a couple of swaths all the way around to pick up at this loading wagon we leased for silage, and the rest we're going to ted and windrow as hay bales, which I did just cop. We are looking like we're going to get rain pretty soon today, so doesn't seem to be, yeah, till about 6 o'clock, a shower. So if we can get that picked up, everything done in this field before 6, we should be fine. And the sorghum will be ready tomorrow. So that's what we'll be doing as well in this in-game day. So, yeah, before we get in, if you like Farm Simulator and you like Let's Plays, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment for some tips and suggestions. And yeah, let's get on with this alfalfa silage that we're going to be doing, because it is going to rain in a few hours, so we do need to get it all up, especially the hay. Silage we won't have a problem, but we'll have to get it in, compact it down, and sheet it over, and then we're going to have to ted the hay and yeah, get that picked up, or bale and then picked up as well and put under cover. But yeah, I'm very excited to do the alfalfa. Very different. There is patches of grass you can see. That's just from the border. I must have just clipped it with the mower, and then the windrower just dragged everything in. But not to worry. I don't think it'll ever go away, because I don't think it rots in this like it did in Seasons. Grass used to rot over time, but I don't think it does in this. Seasons in FS 17 and 19. But yeah, we're yielding quite good. We do have the silage additive on board. As you can see, it's using very little. We've done about half a headland and we've used 1%. So not bad. It is helping the overall yield over. We're nearly on a full trailer load. So I'd say we might get 3 trailer loads. I'm guessing 3. Possibly a 4th, but not full. But yeah, we'll see. We'll I think I'm gonna load into the pit, like I said, with the roof over it. There's our silage bales. We have a lot of silage then when this is going to be done. We can sell some, whether it's the bales or out of pit. We can decide. We don't have cows yet, so either way, it's not going to make too much of a difference. But yeah, the sorghum is going to have to be picked up. That's for the sheep. Or the cows. Or, wow. It's for the chickens, because they are going to require that. And we have a small bit of wheat in storage we can give them today. I think they will need it before we move on. And the sheep seem to be fine for another month or 2. So yeah. Nothing. We'll have to find the Merlot and move the bale spike. But yeah, let me just find the Merlot. Oh, it's off down here. Couldn't actually be any further away. Huh. I'll get this brought up and move that bale spike. There's our grass bales for our sheep and straw bales for cows. We also have some straw bales up in the small, very small sheds beside the grain silo. There's our trees we planted. Obviously haven't established yet. I think they literally take like half a year or more before you see a difference in it. So it'll be a tight squeeze. It's not a bad loading wagon for this kind of shed. Right. Yeah, we've used very little silage additive, so we do have the pallet put away, but whatever we don't use in this, I'm pretty sure we can't actually unload it, so will have to be returned with the additive in it. But not to worry, it's not much. Anyway, I'm going to time lapse this and we will get a few loads in and see how we get on.
I need you on the dance floor. 4 a.m. and we go home. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over that crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
Right, this is the last piece of a strip that we have windrowed. And then patches, like I said, are just actually ordinary grass that I just clipped with the mower on the verge, and the windrower just kind of dragged everything in, so there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, so like I said, 3 loads and a 4th, but not quite full. But 3.5 full loads, which is not bad. I did have to get the Merlot and kind of level out the pit a bit because I couldn't get the trailer in. So I done a bit of leveling, but it's all after spilling out to the front. You've probably seen it. So yeah, once we tip this in, I'll get in the Merlot, compact that all down off screen, and then we may lease a tether, I believe. Return this and lease a tether, because I'm pretty sure we don't actually have a tether. Don't quite have the money to buy one size I'd like just yet. So yeah, we'll have to lease one for the time being. And then we have a windrower that we can windrow up the hay. And we also obviously have a baler. So a lot to get through. And hopefully get in and start the harvest on the sorghum field. Yeah, I could just even get that, like, I mean, won't matter too much because I'm going to get the Merlot to do most of the leveling. Bucket. So yeah, it's quite a lot in that pit. It didn't seem to use the additive. It used 1%, but it didn't actually take any liters, so I don't know if it worked. Maybe it doesn't work with alfalfa. Maybe it's only generic grass it works with, but anyway. We need to return this. We 0.3 hours, so we didn't go over the hourly thing. Yes, and I believe, yeah, we don't have a tether. No, we have a windrower, so we'll have to lease a tether. We'll look at that in a minute. We will get the pit compacted first. I'll just throw this tractor over here out of the way, because we would more than likely use the Valtra for windrowing. So yeah, like I said, I'll do this off screen. Very boring work. I doubt you want to see it. So I'll be back when this looks a lot better. There we go, 100%. We have 124,000 liters, pretty much. Yeah, Yeah, every time I back out, it's just bringing some with me on the wheels. So there we go. That should be fine, I hope. We cover that down. Or is the blanket silo? It doesn't look like it's covered, but it is, and at least everything is in, not is leaking out the front. So yeah, we're done with the Merlot. We have to run down and get a. I should have sent the New Holland down to get the windrower or the tether, which we do have to look at now. Oh my god. So we do kind of want a decent sized one. This krone one isn't too bad. Yeah, we'll lease that one. It's €800. And I will fly down and grab it in the New Holland. Hey, we're just at the store to pick up the tether. Nice. Now, back to the field. And we're back at the field to tether up the hay. It's 3 o'clock, so providing that rain doesn't come early, we should be safe enough. I hope it doesn't come early. I really need the hay to dry. So, whoa, alfalfa hay looks weird. Huh, it's like brown nearly. Yeah, this will still take quite a while. The windrower isn't as big as I thought, and we do have a nice chunk left to do. But I'll crack on when the beacon's off. We're in the field, and yeah, I guess you'll see the time lapse, and when we're done windrowing, we will be back, or I will be back to bale. And we have the alfalfa hay all windrowed up. Thank God. For the rain, now we just have to bale it and get it off the field. we'll hook the Valtra up to the baler, because when I was done with the New Holland heading, I hooked it up to the trailer because we're going to need it for the harvester when we're doing the sorghum. So I just got it ready to go. But yeah, net wrap. Forgot we had that in this. We literally haven't used this in like a year in game. So we baled grass, baled all the harvested straw with it. So we have no straw this year though, mind you. Sorghum doesn't give you straw, and field beans don't give any straw. So we have quite a lot. We also don't have the cows yet, so we're not using any straw. But when I'm replanting this year, re-drilling, I will put in barley maybe, or something that will give us, maybe wheat, because the chickens will eat the wheat. And I really do want to buy that field 53 right behind us. Obviously maybe it'll be next year, but yeah, that will be the plan. So this is going to fill up quite quick because this bale capacity is the smallest. We can't no, automatic bale drop, please. Yeah, we actually can't. We've produced 73 bales in this save game, and it's obviously the first one of this session. But yeah, we can't increase bale size with this baler. Pity. But it's nice to be using it. We might replace it when we earn more money. But it'll do us for the time being. It's just going to produce a hell of a lot of bales because they're so small. Capacity. But anyway, we'll motor through. We won't let it stop us. To be quite honest, an automatic bale loader will be handy. Save us using the forklift or the telehandler to load everything. It's obviously quite a slow process, but I'm trying to get as much done. We do need these hay bales in, as it is given rain, and it could come early, but we need it in. We need it under cover, and I would kind of like to skip to, not skip, but rest and move on to August and start the harvest of the sorghum, just because I don't really like to have the one thing going on in the video, like just alfalfa. I'd like to kind of start getting a bit of harvesting done, and then probably the next 2 episodes will be, the next episode will be finishing the harvesting of the sorghum and possibly starting the field bean harvest, which we'll have to move on to September, I believe, to harvest field beans. Quite late in the year, but yep, once we store the field beans and they're worth their money at the best price, hopefully with some silage sold, we should be able to buy field 53 with a crop in it for next year. Be very nice to have an extra field. Because what I'm going to do is, I think 56, this field right here where the sorghum is, literally keep that as sorghum or wheat, or oats or whatever, barley, whatever the chickens eat, and that'll be our chicken supply. And then the other 2 fields, and more obviously down the line, but those 2 fields for the time being then will be our fields to sell and get our good income. Right, I will get through this. Shouldn't take too long. We'll see how many bales we'll produce. Yeah, finished there now, but there is a few little strips I've missed, but never going to be enough to fill a bale capacity, the remainder of the bale capacity. But yeah, 37% of net wrap left. We do have a full pallet over in the shed, which is not to worry. But yeah, how many did we produce? 17 bales off of that. So I do want to reset that, because reset it every time you're done, and then we can just keep checking that. So 17 bales off that wasn't bad. So if it wasn't going to rain, I would leave them there and start the harvest. And I'd rest, but we're gonna have to clear them. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get the trailer on the Merlot. I'll do it off camera because it's quite a slow job, and yeah, the video is kind of leading on a bit long, and I really do want to get the harvest started, so I will see you guys when the bale trailer is full of bales. We can just back it under the shed and we can unload them in the next episode. But they will be going in there beside the grass bales, in the final bay. Do the Merlot following us down? Follow me. So I will kind of park as central as I possibly can and then get these loaded up as quick as possible. Right. I will get this done. Get these all loaded up. Okay, we just have 3 left. Not the neatest, but I find it's difficult, so forgive me. I'm using the mouse, which is probably better than a controller, but I don't know. Depends on your how you play, but I tend to find the mouse is kind of not too bad. I do have a Logitech side panel, but I find the fact that if you use the mouse, you can just click and it obviously works the loader, and when you let go click you can just look around, so I find that much more useful than going between the joystick and then the mouse to look around and the joystick to move the loader. Oh. So yeah, didn't turn out too bad. We just have the one left. We'll fire it on the back over there and get them just chucked under cover and get the combine out. Like I said, this will probably be just cut out a video. I probably won't show a whole lot of this because I find it very difficult and probably extremely boring to watch, so yeah, I will more than likely cut it out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Knew that wasn't going to work. Go on the end on because of the way it's on the forks. Right, throw some extra straps over. I'll chuck it under this shed down here because I don't think that's quite deep enough to fit all of them under cover. Especially when we know the rain is coming, I will throw it under the bigger shed. Just for now. And we can unload them in the next episode. The other shed behind us. No. I would say that's fine. Should, without breaking up the combine, be able to get the header. Lift it off. Pull the Merlot up out of the way then. We're going to need room for the right. Unfold. Won't do much, might just do a lap of the headland just to kind of get it started for the next episode. But yeah, fully fertilized sorghum field should be a nice income. All for the chimkins. We do have a bit of wheat there, so like if they don't go through it and it's gathering up, we can obviously just sell it. Sorghum will be worth a bit more than wheat, but we'll see how things go. I'll start the time lapse and just get a lap maybe or two of this headland done, and we will leave the video there.
Trying for too long. I Cause I need you on the dance floor. 4 a.m. and we go home. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care but it still hurts.
We're almost full after 2 laps. So we'll get around to the corner. Up to hope. We mightn't even get up to where we kind of cut in on the field halfway up. But we'll get up as far as we can and stick the pipe out. And at the start of the next episode then we can bring the New Holland and the trailer down. And unload straight away and get back into finishing off this field. It's not a very big field. So it won't take very long. But we probably will be in the next episode resting through to September and doing the field beans as well. Because I really don't think we have much else. We do have to fertilise that, but I'm thinking of rolling it. There's the harvester finished. Now, pipe out ready to unload. So I'm going to leave it here. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you hit subscribe if you like Farming Simulator videos, let's plays and stuff like that. And hey, make sure you hit the like and don't forget to leave a comment. I will see you guys in the next episode of Court Farm. Goodbye.